Well, a Palestinian teenage girl was killed overnight in the West Bank city of Jenin after clashes broke out during an IDF raid. The Palestinian Health Ministry says Jenin The Israeli was pronounced dead at the hospital after being shot in the head by Israeli soldiers. The official Palestinian news agency, Wafa, reporting that the girl was on the roof of her home and was found dead after Israeli troops withdrew from the city. The military said it was aware of the incident and is now investigating. 3 other Palestinians were reportedly wounded in the clashes. Let's bring in I-24 News Middle East correspondent Ariel Osran joining us live in studio this morning. Ariel, a spokesperson for Israel's border police unit confirming that troops did open fire during that operation. What do we know about this particular incident, a 16-year-old girl, and what will we see with this investigation?
Right, Hamda. So this comes as part of another one of your nightly raids that we've been seeing by the IDF conducted across the West Bank. A total of 18 suspects that the IDF says are suspected in terror activity have been arrested in multiple places, but the focal point of activity was in the northern West Bank city of Jenin, where during the activity the IDF said that shots were fired on the troops and they returned fire. Once the troops left, Zakarna was found on the top of on the rooftop. Now, in Israel, there's claims that she perhaps was engaged in some form of filming the forces, trying to assist the militants in Jenin. This is something that is going to be investigated, but always when it's when young teens are killed in these clashes, especially when it's a woman, it does raise more tension and friction. And in Jenin, they've already announced a day of closures and of shops are not going to be opening today in the city as a response to the killing of this teenager.
Well, an IDF spokesperson releasing a statement saying that Israeli forces conducted 3 arrests during that operation and also said that shots were fired, explosives were thrown at them, and a local wing of Palestinian Islamic Jihad confirming that, saying they did fire back once the forces entered their city. Talk to us about the injuries and the arrests also overnight.
Right, so part of these arrests, this is part of Operation Breaking the Waves that we've seen Israeli forces conduct across the West Bank. Now, the statement from the Jenin Brigade, which is part of the, at least the Palestinian Islamic Jihad's armed wing, is taking leadership over this, claims leadership over this local infrastructure. Look, when the IDF operates there, there's dozens of gunmen that open fire, according to the army. Many of them are located on rooftops. So the army is saying that they didn't target this teenager deliberately, at least in the moment. We're still just a few hours after this incident. It will be investigated deeper because of the young age and the fact that she is a woman. But it does indicate the complexity of operation in the close proximity, and when gunfire is opened all around, it makes it challenging for the forces. However, this does need to be examined, and I'm sure it will, and we will be hearing more about this in the coming hours.
I-24 News Middle East correspondent Ariel Osran live with us in studio on the news that a 16-year-old Palestinian girl killed overnight in Jenin. Thank you.
Thanks.